Hi Cancer, my name is Audrey Alison. Thank you for joining me for your August 2015 forecast for the month. I'm happy to be here. I have a brand new deck with me that I've retrieved from the French Quarter, the Morgan Greer Tarot deck by Bill Greer. The illustrations are beautiful. And I was there last July, and I just went back this July to gather some treats from Marie Laveau's shop in the French Quarter. So I will be using this beautiful deck this time around. This month, oh, and also I need to thank you, Cancerians, for choosing me to read for you, because I've had a large amount of cancers this last month, and it's my honor to read for you. And thank you for liking this channel and Facebook page at Audrey Alison Astrology and Tarot. All right, let's start the month with an aspect between Jupiter and Saturn. At 28 degrees, they will be squaring. Jupiter is still in Leo at the top of the month, and Saturn is at the 28-degree mark of Scorpio, where he's getting ready to exit and go into Sagittarius for 2.5 years, almost 3 years. This square is not harmonious. There's some tension at the top of the third between the second house of possessions and finances and the fifth house of children. You might have to come out of pocket more than anticipated, or there might be some frustration or restriction about not being able to afford something for the children in your life. Or, for those of you without children, the fifth house is romance as well, and creative aspects, creative abilities. So providing financially for something in the fifth house, there's restriction here. Don't take action on that day. Allow this feeling to pass. That same day, we're experiencing a grand water trine when the moon enters Pisces. It triggers Mars, who's stationed in your sign, giving you energy in Cancer, and also that 28 degrees of Saturn in Scorpio. So this grand water trine is between the 1st, 5th, and 9th house for you. Studies, children going to school, the money for school and children's universities or private educations, money for summer camp, money for travel long distance and children, or money for creative ventures globally is an issue. But the water trine is actually harmonious, and there's a smoothing over and a downloading of psychic energy with a water trine. So allow this day, the 3rd of August, to come and go. Don't take too much action, but there's an awareness here on the 3rd. You could be downloading some great guidelines in how to approach that area of your life, the 1st, 5th, and 2nd. I'm sorry, the 1st, 5th, and 9th houses. On the 7th of August, Mercury enters Virgo, a sign that he co-rules after Gemini. And this is about your communications and your siblings and your local area, your neighborhood, your local travel, the vehicle. Mercury is details, communication, and information, heading into a sector that he naturally governs, the 3rd house on the wheel. Mercury in Virgo is really about you getting information that maybe you were waiting for. Things can push forward, details, and the ability to analyze your relationship with your siblings correctly. For those of you going through something with brothers and sisters, Mercury wants you around them. There's going to be a lot of calls, a lot of communication with them through the 7th, from the 7th through the 27th of August, because then Mercury will make another shift this month. The following day, on the 8th, Mars enters Leo. This is nice because this is affecting your money sector. This is possessions and self-worth and confidence and self-value. And having Mars, the planet of stimulation and energy and drive and will, ambition, passion, all in the 2nd house. Now, at that point, Jupiter will still be in your 2nd house, as well as Venus, who is retrograde until September 6th in Leo, going direct through October 8th in your finance sector. So Mars and Venus are conjunct in your money house with the Sun and Jupiter through the first half of the month. Massive money energy, Cancerian. Beautiful. In fact, you won't get this kind of energy for at least 12 years, and that's at a minimum. So there's something really important about your finances from the second week through the rest of the month. Now on the third, it's not the day to be dealing with a lot of money issues, but once Mars enters your money sector, this is going to be where all your stimulation is. And it's a great time to meet financial advisors and budget and actually increase the finances. Mars is about a 60-day, 48 to 60-day transit, so this is a huge boost for you. On the 11th, Jupiter changes signs, his annual shift out of Leo, where he's been in this money sector, and enters into the third house of communications for you. But just because he leaves this sector doesn't mean it's just shut off and that's it. These are planets, these are gases and energies and particles in the cosmos. So the afterglow of Jupiter's still residual effects in your money house, that still exists, but he's shifting into the third house of contacts, clients, how you travel locally. New cars are coming into the family, and they're larger vehicles, the expansion of the vehicle, the expansion of where you're traveling locally, going to new scenes and areas close to you. That's all what Jupiter in the third is. Tons of clients for people working from home. It's spectacular energy. You'll be really well at marketing yourself. On the 14th, and that's a 13-month stay with Jupiter in the third house. So this year will be huge for that area for you. You might actually gain siblings. For those of you young enough who have parents who are still procreating, you could gain a brother or sister in this 13-month period of time as well. Jupiter in the sibling sector, expanding. On the 14th, the new moon at 21 degrees of Leo is in your money sector, conjunct Mars, conjunct the Sun, conjunct Venus. This is the new moon you want to set your intentions on, where you see yourself fiscally for the full year. Use this as a full annual new moon, because you only receive one new moon in your money sector each year. This is the time to make your list of what you want to achieve financially. Write yourself a check. Do what Jim Carrey did and write yourself $1 million check and date it for, I don't remember how long he waited to date it. Maybe it was like 10 years or something, but write yourself a check and date it a year from now that you'll be able to cash. That's a lot larger than you would anticipate. Set your intentions on your financial responsibilities for the new moon of the 14th. You have a lot of luck in that area. A ton of personal planets in your second house of finance. On the 23rd, the Sun enters Virgo, where he's going to meet up with Jupiter now in this third house of siblings and communications. And, I just heard that your siblings could become pregnant as well with Jupiter there. Okay, so the Sun, the life force, is in the third house. New vehicles are coming in. I might get the Chariot for you in the Tarot, which is the new car. Also new information coming in, new contacts, a whole new way of marketing yourself and publishing and writing and speaking. And the expansion of your vocabulary can even happen with Jupiter conjunct the Sun in your third house. Knowledge. Local travel, I said earlier. Great day for a small trip in the last week of August around your environment. On the 27th, we have Mercury making his second transit into Libra. So this is the fourth house of home. Lots of communications coming to the home. Details and the analyzation of a new property or a new home might come into play around the end of the month. The fourth house is the deepest house on the astrological wheel. And when Mercury's there, this is about dotting your I's and crossing your T's in all things regarding the home life and your current environment. On the 29th, we have our full moon at 6 degrees of Pisces. So, this is a sister water sign for you in the ninth house of study and foreign travel and spirituality and law and philosophy. So this could bring an ending to a course that some of you Cancerians are taking. The full moon is an ending, a culmination, and an awareness in the sector. There could be something that you need to incorporate spiritually regarding your belief system. Maybe the way you are believing in things is changing, that you no longer believe in a certain mode of philosophy or spirituality. You could be ending a metaphysical course at that time. Let's get to the cards and see what they have to say. I am using that Morgan Greer deck from New Orleans, and let's focus on Cancerian energy for August. I also would like to tell you on August 9th, I am going to be on a radio show. I was asked back as a special guest for Goddess Alive Radio. And if you go to the motherhouseofthegoddess.com, there will be information about how to call in to speak with me for a free tarot taster on the radio. But I'll also be interviewed. So if you want to check that out, please tune in. I would love the support. And if you'd like to read with me, I'm reading all through the week at audreyalison.com. You select your desired amount via the PayPal button, and I will get back to you in a day or two. It does take me some time. I am in readings every day, so I'll get back to you with some times that might work for you, and we'll set it up. Okay, Cancer. I'm shuffling away. I love this deck. The way these cards are feeling, it works. Okay. Ooh, the Empress. You know, I did mention pregnancy a lot in this reading. And even though your 5th house is only ignited in that square, oh, and the ground water trine regarding your children, I feel like you'll be dealing with siblings who are pregnant, to be honest. All right, the Empress, the goddess, nature, getting in touch with your feminine side, birth, creation. The Fool, new beginnings, the Seed. Wow, this is really about pregnancy right now. Let's see how these all apply. The Beginner, starting a new venture, giving birth to a new creative work as well, if it's not regarding pregnancy. 2 of Cups. Wow, this is certainly adding up to pregnancy. 2 of Cups. I love these cards. See how there's no border and the illustration just goes right to the edge. I love that. This is your marriage or your relationship and the union of 2 lovers. And this would not be dating. This is about a relationship. And the King of Cups. This is the Cancerian male. Wow, look at that card. He's sexy. He's good looking. Okay. Psychic ability, but this is probably applying to you as the individual. There's another card that came up that I'd like to show you. Oh, wow, Cancer, the 9 of Cups. This is the wish card. This is a beautiful reading for relationship, for expansion of love, for becoming pregnant, for starting a new relationship with either a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or representing yourself in this new love. This is about new pregnancy, the seed being planted, or if say you're an artist or you're a vocalist and you're coming out with a CD, something like that. The birthing of a creative process doesn't have to be pregnancy itself, but you know, this can apply to obviously different people for different ways. But I'm loving the wish card, and this is also confidence and deserving this. You deserve this. And for those of you not in a relationship, nowhere near being pregnant, and don't have this yet, I have to say, this energy this month is really about focusing on that goal. If you want a relationship and you're not in one, it's coming to you. It's heading your way. But if you're not in a relationship and you could care less, focus on your creative talents and what you can expand through Jupiter who's actually going into that third house of clients and contacts. The Empress is fertility, but it's fertility in the literal sense and metaphorical sense. Fertility in having to produce something creative that you're into: music, writing, painting, artistry. Fertility of ideas, the new seeds, the beginning of an idea. There is so much emotional cup card support around those cards that I feel like it is regarding relationship or the desire for one. This will occur. I mean, timing is everything, but focus on your goals. Focus on that wish because it's coming to you, Cancer. These are great. And for those of you who are just finding out that you're knocked up, congratulations. My name is Audrey Alison. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you soon.